Hi, this is Bobby Kimbrough, and welcome to Bobby Kimbrough Speaks. You know, I've been thinking about some things I wanted to share with you. I want you to go on this journey with me, as this journey we call life. Several years ago, Donna Ross made a song that she entitled, "Do You Know Where You're Going? Do You Like the Thing That Life Is Showing You?" That song became platinum in my book, one of the greatest songs I ever heard. And I think about that all the time. Do you know where you're going? Do you like the thing that life is showing you? And if you don't know where you're going, then the question is, why not? And if you don't like the things that life is showing you, what are you going to do about it? So, you know, most of us have a place in our head and a person we want to become and all the things in life that we hope for and we want for. The question is, how do we get there? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start mapping out your own course, where you are going. I want you to start taking inventory of things in your life that you do not like. I want you to start taking inventory of things in your life that you do like. I want you to take a note of the habits that you have that you don't like, and habits that you want to break. And here's what we're going to do with those habits. We're going to try to create this new you. You know, there's a person inside of you that you've never met before. There's a person inside of you that's waiting to take you to places and heights you can't even imagine. But in order to do that, you've got to reinvent yourself. You've got to change some things. You've got to become relevant. In a world that's constantly changing and life is constantly moving faster than it has ever moved before, with the advent of the internet, social media platforms, life is constantly changing. Models are changing. Platforms are changing. So you must change as well. Think about this. Every day of your life, something is happening within you. Every day of your life, life is spinning. There are 24 hours in a day. Here's the question I want you to ask yourself. There are 24 hours in a day. If there are 24 hours in a day, you sleep 8 hours, that leaves you 16. You work 8 hours, that leaves you 8. You say you travel back and forth to work. That's probably 45 minutes one way, 45 minutes the other way. So basically you've washed 2 hours. So now you're down about 5 hours. You come home from work, you say you eat, that's an hour. You're down to 4 hours now. You spend a little time on social media, other news networks, television, vegging out. That's another 2 hours. So now you're down to 2 hours. You spend any time with your family, your significant other, you're down to 1. You prep for the next day, your time is gone. Then the question becomes, how much time have you spent on the betterment of self? How much time have you spent on reinventing self? How much time have you actually spent on trying to create these new avenues, meeting the person inside of you that's going to take you to the next level of success? Here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to take 15 minutes out of every day of your life, every morning and every night, just for yourself. If you can take more, I would like for you to take 30 minutes every day, every morning and every night, just to gather your thoughts, set the day in motion for yourself, set the tone, set the atmosphere, set the energy. What is the purpose of this day? Every day that you have is a gift, so why not make it the best day? Tomorrow is not promised. So I want you to take time and plan your moves, plan your strategies, start to develop a new you, start to create the successors in your life that you want, start to create all the things that you want in life, because at the end of the day, if you don't do it, who will? If you don't make the changes in your life that you want, no one will. And I say that again, if you don't make the changes in your life, no one will make them. No one will knock on your door or ring your phone or text you and say, hey, I have this roadmap for your life. So it's up to you to make the roadmap. It's up to you to create the things in your life that you want. I want to share a story with you. Several years ago, when I was an agent with the federal government, we were in a country and we were getting ready to leave that country, and we were at the landing field and we were on a King Air. And so the pilots of the King Air started doing this weight test, and they said that the weight was off. And so they said, we've got to lose some things. We've got to lose some non-essential things. In other words, people, persons, equipment that were not essential for where we were going had to wait behind and catch the next aircraft out. And I started thinking about that in my life. There are some non-essential persons that can't go with you as you go to your next journey in life. There's some things in your life that you got to cut loose and leave behind. The question becomes is this: Are you willing to leave those things behind and cut them loose so that you can leave the ground and start to soar in the direction and the altitudes and the places in life that you want to soar? Because at the end of the day, the choice is yours. And I want to leave you with this thought. It does not matter where you are in life right now. It does not matter your situation, because your destination is greater than your situation. Your destination in your life is greater than the situation that you're currently in or you've ever been in. It doesn't matter how late you leave, you still can get there on time. Because here's what I want to leave you with. I was traveling a lot during 2001, traveling a lot back and forth on air missions with the federal government. And the pilot told us one day, and I never understood this, he said he apologized to the passengers for leaving the gate late. He said, we are expecting a late arrival at our next destination. So we got up in the air, hour, 2 hours later, the flight attendant came on and said, it looks like we're gonna arrive early. We're gonna have an early gate arrival. And so as we got off the plane, I asked the pilot, I said, how did we leave the gate late? And you said we were gonna get there late, but then we got here early, ahead of schedule. And he explained to me, he said that you can catch a headwind, which means you're flying into the air, you're flying into the wind. That's a headwind. That means the plane is being slowed down by the wind pressure. Or the plane can catch a tailwind, which pushes it faster than it normally does. In other words, a plane can catch a tailwind, which pushes the plane faster than it normally does. And what he said was, we called it tailwind, which made us arrive early. What I'm trying to tell you, if you change some things in your life, move some things around, and develop strategies, develop movement, and create energy, you too can catch a tailwind, and you will arrive not on time, but ahead of time. And I want to thank you. Continue to watch, continue to remember, you can get there. The journey just began.